Hello dear students, as I promised you, today we are going to do a video recording. This video recording is in response to the question that I had shared with you in our last meeting on Monday. So I'll be solving these questions. Once I do these questions, it will now be easy for you to follow up and do the other part. So let us start with the first question, which is April 2023. I'll start with April 2023. Question number 1B is indicated above. So maybe we can go together. April 2023, then of course we'll go to the other question as we go by. Now April 2023, the question says, maybe you can go with me. The sales manager of XY Limited estimates that revenue function is linear in nature. So when we say it is linear, that means our revenue function is A plus BX is linear in nature. So he has observed that the selling price, so the selling price in this case we consider is P, which is the selling price, X and total revenue. So you observe that when the selling price is 200, he sold 1,000 units. So that means the total revenue is 200,000. And also, when the selling price increases to 700, the company, so selling price increases to 700, the company sales increase to 1,000, which means this one will be 700,000. So, 200 and 6,000, sorry, this is 6,000, 1.2 million. So you can see what we have there. So then, remember we say total revenue is P times X, which is P times X, the total revenue. So we can say now 1.2 million is equals to A plus X is 6,000, which is B. Then we have 700,000 equals to A plus 1,000 B. So eliminate, this one will be 500,000. Yes, but the question 700, 500,000. 0 plus 5,000 B. So E equals to 100. If B is 100, then that means A plus 6 plus 100 equals to 1.2 million. So that means A equals to, if you take this to the other side, it will be 600,000. So in our illustration, we can therefore say R equals to A to the pattern is 600 minus B to the pattern, actually this is 9 plus 500, 100x. So that becomes our revenue function. So our revenue function, as you can see, when units are sold and 1,000 are sold. So that is the part number 1. So the other part is asking the total cost. Remember we say the total cost in this case we are told is relative in nature. That means cost equals to A plus B 1x plus B 2x. Unlike the revenue function, we say cost always have an A. A is the fixed cost as we are going to see later. So let us say when now we need to produce 100, total cost is 79,000. So we can say 79,000 equals to A plus 100 B1 plus 10,000 B2. Why 10,000? Because we have squared. So that is the first equation. We can say it is the first equation. The second equation, when 200 units are sold, it is 76,000. So 76,000 equals to A plus 70. So this one will be 200 B1 plus 40,000 B2. So that is the second equation. That equation, as you can see, is 124,000. So for cost function, we need 3 equations. Unlike the level where we can even work with 2. Plus, this is 400, so 400 B1 plus 160,000 B2. This is now the third equation. The third equation is given there. So now we can eliminate, we can just say 1 and 2. We can first work with 1 and 2. Once we work with 1 and 2, the equation will be as follows. So 1 and 2 we have we can start with 2A plus 200, B1 plus 40,000, B2 equals to 76,000. Then this is the second one. We can take the first one, A plus 100, B1 plus 10,000, B2 equals to 79,000. So when you eliminate, you can eliminate A to B, 100, B1 plus 30,000, B2 equals to minus 3,000. You can simplify the equation to get B1 plus 300, B2 equals to negative 30. This one we can call it A. B equation, we can take 1 and Roman 3. 1 and Roman 3, and in this case it will be, we have 3, A plus 400, B2 plus 160,000, I mean this is B1, 400 B1 plus 160,000 B2 equals 124,000. So then equation 1, A plus 100 B1 plus 10,000 B2 equals to 79,000. So in this case now we can eliminate A again. So this one will be 300 B1 plus 150,000 B2 equals to, so we say 179 minus 124 minus 179. 124 minus 79, you get 45,000. Then you simplify. So this one will be B1 plus 150,000 divided by 300. This one is 500. B2 equals to 45,000. You also divide, but remember to simplify, we are divided by 300. You get 150. So that is the second equation. So we have A and B. Now we can also simplify them or resolve them simultaneously. So we have B1 plus 300 B2 equals negative 30. We have B1 plus 500 B2 equals 150. Eliminate B1, 200 B2 equals negative 30 minus it's negative 180. So B2 is equal to 0.9. So we have B2, we can now get B1 using any of the equation. B1 using any of the equation. B1 plus 300, 0.9 equals minus 30. So then we come and say B1 is plus 270 equals negative 30. We bring this to the other side. So B1 will be, if you take the other to the other side, it will be negative 300. So already we have B2. We also have B1. Now we look for A. A, we can use any of the equation to get to A. Once we have A and B, you can use any of these equations to get A. So you say 100 in bracket minus 300 because we have seen what is B1 plus 10,000 B2 tumepata ni 0.9 equals to 79,000. So in that case we can come and say this one is A minus 30,000 plus 9,000 equals 79,000. So once then we use calculator to bring this to the other side. This one can be A minus negative 30 plus 9 is the same as 21,000 equals 79,000. So A in this case is 100,000. So we can say cost is therefore A to the pattern 100,000 higher plus B1 was, now it is minus 300x plus 0.9x squared. That becomes our cost function as per the equation. So the cost function is given there. So the other part of the equation was requiring we get them. Once we get the profit maximizing level of production. So profit maximizing level of production. Remember, we always say, maybe I can use this case, profit equals to revenue minus cost. We can use pi to stand for profit. Pi equals to revenue was there, we have revenue there, plus 100x, you minus now the cost, which we have gotten to be 100,000, minus 300x plus 0.9x squared. Higher, so open the bracket, 600,000 plus 100x minus 100,000 minus 300x. Okay, remember when you open the bracket, this become plus. This become minus 0.9x. Pi stands for profit. So pi equals to, put the right term together, 500,000. This is plus 400x minus 0.9x squared. Remember this was x squared. So now that is the profit. Remember, to get the unit that maximizes profit, we usually say at maximum profit, pi stands for profit, the first derivative with x should be equals to 0. So differentiate this, then you equate to 0. So when you differentiate that fraction with respect to x, it will be 400 minus 1.8x equals to 0. Now you get x. So 400 equals to 1.8x. X therefore equals to, so you say 400 divided by 1.8, so you get the same as 2.22. So that is how at the maximum profit, we are using pi to stand for profit. We say the first derivative should be equals to 0. Remember the concept of maximum and minimum. We say at the maximum or minimum point, the first derivative is always equals to 0. So that is the first equation. You can follow that equation. In case of any issue, you can always come back to it. I want now to show you the second equation. Second equation. Second equation is April 2024. April 2024. Question number April 2024, question number 4C. Question number 4C, the question says, so this one is a bit different. A solar panel production company intends to research on launch of new solar panel which will increase the sales of the panel between 2,000 units and 3,000 units per week. The weekly revenue is given there, so this is revenue. So this is April 2024. 4C. Revenue is given as negative 3x squared plus 7x. That is the revenue function. We also told x is in thousand shillings, in thousands. So the unit produced are in thousands. Past record show that the marginal cost in thousand shillings is presented. I know you have this past paper. Marginal cost is 2x squared minus 3x plus 5. And the fixed cost we are told is 1,000 per week. So the first question asked, average cost. Average cost, remember, for us to get total cost is MC, integrate with respect to x. So you must take the marginal cost to integrate to get the total cost. So total cost is this one when you integrate, 2 plus 1 divided by 3, 3x 1 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 5x plus c. Remember we said when you integrate, we always add a constant. But in this case, our constant will be fixed cost. This fixed cost is our c. And remember it is in thousands. So even this equation is also in thousands. So we are going to say TC 2/3x cubed minus 3/2x squared plus 5x plus 1. When you have written 1, remember, even this factor is in thousands. So we are going to take 1,000 also in thousands. So we come to this side to get now the average cost, which is part number 1. Average cost equals to total cost divided by x. So you take this value, you divide by x. So when you divide 2 that x cubed divided by x, when you divide, let me show you, x3 divided by x is the same as saying x3 minus 1. Minus 1, so you get x squared. So in that case, what we are going to do, when you divide, you get 2 over 3 x squared minus 3 over 2x plus 5 plus 1 over x. So that answers part number 1. Part number 2 is average revenue. Average revenue equals to total revenue divided by output. Remember, we can use x and q interchangeably to start for output. So it is the same as the equation we have there, 3x squared plus 7x divided by x, which will be the same as 3x plus 7. So that is average revenue. Part number 3, the profit maximizing output. Remember, we are saying profit, pi is the profit, is total revenue minus total cost. So total revenue in our case, we have it as negative 3x squared plus 7x minus, in bracket, total cost we have gotten it to be to that. So it will be 2 over 3x cubed, 3 over 2x squared plus 5x plus 1. Open the bracket, x squared plus 7x minus 2 over 3x cubed plus 3 over 2x squared minus 5x minus 1. Remember, when you open the bracket, size change. Put the right term together. Negative 3, we have it there. So we say negative 3 over 2, you add 3 over 2. I mean negative 3, you add 3 over 2. You get it the same as negative 3 over 2x squared. This one is plus 2x, 2 over 3x cubed minus, sorry, this was 5x. So this one is minus 1. So this one we have combining this to get negative 3 over 2, 7x to get to, this one does not have a like term and the same case as this. So this is the profit. And remember, we are saying that maximum profit, anytime you talk about maximum, the first derivative with respect to x should be equals to 0. So we differentiate this with respect to 0, and with respect to x, I mean, this one will come and takes you to be negative 3x plus 2 minus, when you say 2 over 3 times 3 will be 2x squared is equals to 0. So that is the equation we have. We come to this side. Hope you are following. In case of any question, you can always reach to me. So now we solve this using quadratic formula, or you can use factorization. So let us write that equation in form of ax squared bx plus c. This is the quadratic expression. Anytime you are writing a quadratic equation, it should be expressed in that form. So we start with the negative 2x squared minus 3x plus 2 equals to 0. You can use factorization of pretty square or quadratic formula. Let us use quadratic formula, negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So x equals, this is negative, negative, negative cancel. So it will be 3 plus or minus 3 square minus 4 times negative 2 times 2. Because remember, a is negative 2, c is 2. So divided by 2 times negative 2. So this is 3 plus or minus, you say 3 square minus in bracket 4 times minus 2 times 2. You get 25 square root is 5, so it is 5 divided by minus 4. So x, let us take when it is plus 5 divided by minus 4 to be 8 divided by minus 2, or 3 minus 5 divided by minus 4, 3 minus 5, then divided by minus 4 you get 0.5. And because production was in that, so x in that case is 500 units. 500 units. So that answers that part. price maximizing output. In case the question asks you the total labor, the total profit or maximum profit, although this is not in the question anyway. So that was, if they ask you maximum profit, you just take this 0.5, you substitute in our profit fraction. But this question we don't need to get that. In case they ask you maximum profit, take the 0.5 you have gotten, you substitute here to get the maximum revenue. This is more, it's in your note, but we are not going to do that. Why have we written 500? Because unit of production according to the question, why doubt it? Hi, the last question, that is part number 4, is the price. Remember, price is the same as total revenue. Total revenue, actually price is the same as AR, which is total revenue divided by X. For those who are doing economics, price and average revenue is the same. So, kuna hii equation tulikuwa na, so we can say AR or price is the same as this equation we have it here. So negative 3 in bracket 0.5 plus 7, you get your price. Remember, price was 40,000, so we say negative 3, 0.5 plus 7. You get the price is 5.5 shillings. So that is how the question was asked, was required. But if the question asked you to get the maximum revenue, or maximum profit, just take this 0.5, you substitute in our profit fraction. So that is the second question. The other question we are going to do is April 2022. I am summarizing all these concepts so that when you go and study on your own, you will be able to follow. So now we are doing April 2022. Question number 1A. So April 2022, question number 1A. The questions required is similar to what we had there, but now of course with the different questions. So this is how the question says, April 2022. Hedox Limited, or has been operating in the last 5 years. The company annual revenue function and annual costs are quadratic. They are quadratic in nature. So that means revenue is A plus B1x plus B2x squared. But remember we say when x is 0, R is 0, and therefore A is 0. That's what we say. We say if you are not producing, you cannot make zeros. And therefore, our revenue function will be B1x plus B2x squared. So we are told when unit produced is 4, revenue is 2320. So you say 2320 equals to 4B1 plus 16B2. Why 16? Because 4 squared. Remember x is the unit produced. Simplify. B1 plus 4B2 equals to, this one you divide by 4. You say 2320 divided by 4. You get 580. This is the first equation. Higher. Then we are told when 8 units are produced, the revenue is 4480. So 4480, 8B1 plus 64B2. Simplify. B1 plus 8B2, 4480 divided by 8. You get 560. So you have two equations. You solve them simultaneously. So you say B1 plus 8B1. I have started with the second equation. 560. B1 plus 4B2 equals 580. Eliminate B1. 4B2 equals to 560. Minus 580, negative 20. So B2 is minus 5. Higher B1 for B1. Using any of the two equations. So B1 plus 8 minus 5 equals 560. So you realize B1 is 600. Because you take what on the other side. So our revenue function therefore 8 because it was quadratic nature. Quadratic nature means the highest degree of x is to power 2, not like the linear, where linear we say it is the highest degree of x is 1. Higher, so b1 is 600 minus b2 tumepata ni minus 5, so 5x squared. So this is x minus 5x squared. So that answers part number 1. Part number 2 is cost function. Now when we come to cost, a plus b1x plus b2x squared, cost we always have a. Now we have said a is the fixed cost. So we can incur cost even when we are not producing, but we cannot make revenue when we are not producing. So that's why you see the difference. With the revenue we don't have constant, but cost we always have constant. When 4 units are produced, total cost is 4 equals to a plus 4b1 plus 16b2. Why 16? Because it's square. When 8 units are produced, 98 32 equals a plus 8b1 plus 64b2. That's the second equation. When 12 units are produced, 9272 equals to a plus 12b1 plus 144b2. So here there are two equations. You can say a, b, and c. You solve them simultaneously. Let us start with a and b. Higher, you say b, a plus 81 b1 plus 64 b2 equals to 98 32. Higher. Then we have a 4b1 plus 16b2 equals 10 4 4. Eliminate a on a. So this one will be 4b1 plus 64 minus 16. 64 minus 16 is the same as 48, b2, 98 32, you minus 10 4. You get is minus 572. Simplify. Divide everything by 4. b1, 12b2. Divide that by 4. You get negative 143. So then, you say the other equation, you can take a and c or b and c, whichever, it will still work. A and c, b and c. But now for our case, let us take a and c. But you still can take a and b and c, still can work. C, a plus 12b1 plus 144b2 equals 9272. A plus 4b1 plus 16b2 equals to 10 4 4. Eliminate a again. So this one will have 8b1 plus 144 minus 16, 128 b2, 9272 minus 10 4 4. So we have taken this one we took, let me revisit this one we took, this one we, okay, let me revisit here because I see this. We took equation A, 8, so this one should have been 98 32, 10 4, it's okay because we are taking A. 128 92 72 minus 10 4. You get negative 11 32. Simplify v1. 128 divided by 8, you get 16 b2. 1132 divided by 8, you get 144, negative 144.5. Now we have two equations. There is b1 plus 16 b2, negative 41.5. You can call this 2. You can call this 1. So we are working 1 and 2. Negative 145, b1 plus 12b2 equals negative 143. Higher, eliminate b1, so this one will be 4b2 equals to negative 141.5 minus 143. You get negative 141.5 minus 143 because it's minus. So you get 1.5. B2 divided by 4. B2 you get this 0.375. Once you have B2, you can get B1. B1 will be 16, 0.375 equals negative 141.5. So this one I say 16. Then you say negative 141.5 minus what you are, because when this go to the other side will be minus 6. You get B1 is negative 147.5. We have B2, we have B1. So what we are left with is now A. We can use any of the equation to get A. So you say A plus 4B1 negative 147.5 plus 16B2 0.375 equals 10.4. You can use any of the equation. I prefer to use the first one. So you say A equals to 10.4 minus, because this one I will just negative 147.5 plus 16 0.375. So it will be plus 584, so it crosses to the other side. So we say now you have A equals to 10,988. So our cost function is equals to A. A we have gotten to be 10,988. Higher B, B1 was minus 147.5x plus 0.375x squared. So that is the cost function. If you need to get the profit, you say revenue minus this to get the profit. But the question does not need to get the profit. If you ask the unit to maximize profit, just like the way I showed you the first one. Now, our last question for today, we will be doing more questions in the evening, is September 2021. September 2021. September 2021. Question number 3A. This one is just basic 3A. 3A. The question says September 2021 3A. Let me go where the question is, so that we can. These past papers I shared with you, so you don't have to worry. So the demand function for a certain product is given as P equals to 0.3Q minus 5. The price is the selling, P is the selling price, and Q is the quantity produced. Total cost is given as 1.75 Q squared minus 18Q plus 15. That is the total cost. So the first question, the break-even point in units. We usually say at break-even point, B is the break-even point. Profit, remember we say profit equals to 0. I will start for profit. But in this question, I need to get the revenue. We say total revenue is P times Q, price times quantity. And we are saying we can use X in place of Q. We can use Q in place of X. So we can say total revenue is 0.353Q minus 5 multiplied by Q. Because already this is our price. So total revenue is 0.3Q squared minus 5Q. Now you get the profit. Profit is 0.3Q squared minus 5Q minus 1.7Q squared minus 18Q plus 15. Open the bracket. Profit is 3Q squared, 5Q minus 1.7Q squared plus 18Q minus 15. Put the right term together. So this one 0.3 minus 1.7. You get profit is equals to this one. You put it negative 1.4Q squared. Then negative this one negative 5 plus 18 is 13 plus 13Q plus minus 15, because this is now 15, minus 15. So that is the profit. Then, because we are talking about break-even point equals to 0, negative 4q squared, 13q minus 15 equals to 0 at the break-even point. Use the quadratic where we say q, it's negative b plus or minus b squared for ac. This is the quadratic formula divided by 2a. So negative, this one will be negative 13. Why negative? Because this is positive. Positive, negative cancel, plus or minus 13 squared minus 4 times a. A is 1.4 times negative 15 divided by 2 times negative 1.4. So these are the two answers. So we say 13 squared minus 4 times negative 1.4 times negative 15. You get 85. Square root of 85 is, so this is negative 13 plus or minus 9.22 divided by negative 2.8. Q, when it is positive, divided by negative 2.8. So you say negative 13 plus 9.22 divided by negative 2.8, you get 1.35, or negative 13 minus 9.22 divided by 2.8. So you say negative 13 minus 9.22 divided by negative 2.8, you get 7. Because both answers are positive, so break-even point, we can say B in P. If one was negative, we ignore the negative. But now because both of them are positive, they qualify. 1.35, we are not told whether they were in thousands. So they were not in thousands, so you can say units, or 7.94 units. So break-even point, we assume the unit produced equals to 0. Where the profit is equals to 0, that one we call it break-even point. And that is what we have done. So part number 2, level of output to maximize profit. Level of output to maximize profit. Now, the level of output to maximize profit is the unit produced. So remember, this is part number 2. This one we say, at maximum profit, the first derivative with respect to x is equals to 0. Anytime you talk about maximum or minimum, if you talk about maximum level, the first derivative with respect to x, but in this case it's with respect to q, because we are talking q, is equals to 0. So we had our profit factor there, negative 1.4q squared plus 13q minus 15. So we say with respect to q, this is differentiate. We are differentiating with respect to q. Negative 2.8q plus 13 equals to 0. Now 1 for q. So negative 2.8q equals to 13 minus. Because when x go to the other side, when 13 go to the other side, it becomes negative. So we say negative 13 divided by negative 2.8. You get q is equals to 4.64 units. So these are the units you need to produce to maximize profit. I hope you are following, and in case of any other issue, you can always get in touch with me. Probably just a very simple one, because we may not do a lot of questions, because of, I don't want to have something that is very complex for you. Maybe just a quick one, which is more simple. Make it 18. Make it 18. Just in 5 minutes so that we can wind up. And then our next concept will be matrices. So this is grade 18. You have these past papers I shared with you, so don't worry where to get them. 1B. We are told our P is 100 minus 5q, and total cost is equals to, total cost is q squared plus 4q plus 300. So the first question, number of electrical products that will maximize profit. Remember, profit tumesema ni total revenue minus total cost, but we need now to get the total revenue. Total revenue is P times Q. Already we have P equals to 100 minus 5Q. You multiply by Q to get the total revenue. Total revenue 100Q minus 5Q squared. Now, to get the profit, it is the same as 100Q minus 5Q squared minus Q squared plus 4Q. We are subtracting cost 300. And remember there were thousands, so this is 100Q, 5Q squared minus Q squared minus 4Q minus 300. Remember the sign change when you open the bracket. So this is 100Q, it's 96Q minus 6Q squared minus 300. Because we put it like that together. 100 minus 4 is 100 minus 4 is now 96. So now to maximize profit, we are saying, remember we are still working on point number 1. Unit to maximize profit, we say at maximum profit, the first derivative with respect to Q should be equals to 0. So differentiate that fraction with respect to Q higher. According 96 minus 12Q equals to 0. So 96 equals to 12Q. So what is Q? 96 divided by 12. You get Q is 8 units. The second equation is asking the maximum profit. Now to get the maximum profit, go to where we have the profit fraction. Profit fraction is here. You substitute with 8. So you say 96, 8, 6, 8 squared minus 300. So it is the same as 96 in bracket 8 minus 6, 8 squared minus 300. So the maximum profit is 84. You multiply by 1,000 because remember the one in 1,000 shillings. So we multiply revenue and it costs 1,000 shillings. Now, lastly, maximum total revenue. So kama ni maximum revenue, you go to where we have the revenue function. Maximum revenue, that was maximum profit. So maximum revenue, take the unit and go to there to be 8. You substitute in revenue function. So you say 108 minus 5, 8 squared. So you get the maximum revenue. 800 minus 5, 8 squared. You get for 8. And you can also multiply by 1,000 because they are thousands. So 8,000. So this was maximum revenue, maximum profit. But you need to maximize profit, we are given there. So learners, that is all we can do for today. I promise that we are going to go through this content again. So please go through the discussion we have done today. And if you find any question, please you can reach me. We can have our discussion on the same. But now on Monday, as we meet on Monday for our virtual class, we shall be moving on to matrices. I'll be sharing notes on matrices in the course of this week. So you can go through the e-learning portal. I actually have shared the first part. I'll be sharing the second part, maybe by Friday, so that you can go through it. Please go through the content so that as we meet on Monday, it will be very easy to go through the matrices. Otherwise, enjoy your time. Thank you.